My name is Captain Maharaj. I'm from Westville SAPS. I'm a captain in the Westville crime prevention. I'm a policeman for 27 years. I've joined the police services in 1989 in May. I've proceeded through many courses in terms of as a dog handler's course, explosive course, VIP training, sector policing. I've been promoted to captain from 1997.
The fact with Captain Maharaj is that he's always seen the guys who work under him as part of his extended family. Even though he's not a Christian, in years gone by, if we've worked Christmas Day, he's invited us into his home, and him and his mom have made us Christmas dinner. You know, that type of thing it means a lot from a young constable for a captain to actually do that for you. So, you know, he brings us close to him, and that's why when I know he's had trouble with his eyes, it's something I've felt as well. You know, because he's been so good to me. He's been a good inspiration for me, being a motivated and active guy. We've worked together nights and nights in the vehicle together. We know each other's families. You know, we've got to know each other on a very personal level.
I've never seen a level of dedication from an officer, especially of that rank in the police, who does what the foot soldiers does. He's always been out in the front line. He's always been there for us. He's well trained as well. He's passed on a lot of knowledge to us. He's kept us in line with all the policing procedures that are currently updated and going on.
I'm now stationed at Westville in the Westville. I joined the police services by walking to the police station, meeting a friend of mine, and he said, "No, come along, we're going to write the aptitude test to join the police." So it was not actually like I really wanted to join it in the first place. And then from there, the passion started. You know, I got actively involved in my work as a policeman. What drove my passion for the police was that when I joined, I was a constable. I worked at the tourist support unit that was first introduced in 1989, 1990, 91, where they opened the tourist protection unit due to a lot of robberies on the Durban beachfront, and it was a fully active duty. You worked on 12 to 12. And basically making sure that you monitor tourists and you know, liaise with the community and the people on the hotel Marine Parade. And from there I progressed into where I met members from the dog unit, and I decided that I wanted to join the dog unit. And then from there we progressed into that, and it became a passion for me to join the dog unit, which I did do. I topped my class for dog handlers. And I also did the explosives in Ruraplat, that was in Pretoria.
What really inspired me in the last few years was that although he was suffering with his eye condition, he still managed to come to work up until a few weeks ago when the doctor said, you know, this is it, this is your final strand, we can't take any more. And he's still, up till now, you speak to him, he's got a desire to be in the police. There's many officers, especially with these years of service, would have by now either been on medical board or been at home off sick permanently.
I've been advised by Dr. Wasserman, that's my doctor, the ophthalmologist, that he should refer me to a cornea specialist. This guy is from Pretoria, he specializes in corneas, and it's requested that I go for the cornea up on the left eye first, and then go for another cornea up on the right eye. This is a costing of between 30,000 and 35,000 rand, and further to that is that some of the doctors do not charge medical aid rates, they charge private rates. So all that costings for the cornea, imported cornea, I have to pay for it out of my own pocket, and it's unfortunate that medical aid does not pay for it.
When he suffers, we actually in turn suffer. He's a very popular officer. Everyone likes him, not because he's soft, but because he's a good officer. There are traits within him as a person and as a committed, commissioned officer that people respect. He's very approachable, and like I said, he's literally, to me, I mean, I lost my father just after I joined the police, and Captain Maharaj has been one of those father figures for me. You know, he's guided me a lot. He's taught me a lot. He's truly been an inspiration to me. Don't know what else to say.
Firstly and foremost, the Southern Police Services, from what I have inquired, do not have the capacity to accommodate people that are visually impaired, severely visually impaired or blind. It's taking time because they're in the process of accepting or putting plans in place for people like me and others. I'm a very active person. I work outside. I like working outside. I don't work in the office. In terms of me as a family, it's actually it's taken an impact on my small boy who's 8 years old and my wife.
Even as a commissioned officer, Captain Maharaj has never been afraid to work outside on the road. He's not one of these people who wants to sit behind a desk and give instructions. He's very much of a hands-on commander. I've known him as a fearless policeman. He will happily walk into any situation that he knows he can help.
I think anybody in my situation, it is very frustrating that you have to now rely on other people. I have now, you can see I'm using a white stick, and I speak to everybody as on a voice recognition, not on a physical look at. So people don't look at it in terms of from a visual, being visually impaired. They just think that it's just one of those things. I've actually I used to shoot for the KZN cellular shooting, .22, free open sight and with scope. I'm now restricted. I'm not shooting anymore. I've stopped a long time ago. I participated in volleyball for the South African Police Services. I represented Natal for the police about 9 times. I eventually stopped playing volleyball because of my sight, and I could not see the ball, because every time I look up into the lights, you lose sight of the ball. And then I fished for the provincial police side, and I'm now totally incapacitated in terms of that. I do not fish at all. I play a lot of sports, but unfortunately now I don't even swim because I cannot even see where I am in the pool. So in terms of sport and activities, I'm totally incapacitated. Well, my request is if anyone there in the community can assist me, I would really appreciate it. I'm not in a financial situation at the moment to raise the funds myself or to get whatever to go for the op. So whoever's out there that can assist me, I would really appreciate it from their side. And no matter what they can do from their side, I would really appreciate it.
My biggest drive at the moment is just to raise any sort of assistance, whether it's financial or however in which way people can assist us, to have him have this operation. For now, we're just looking at one eye, which the costs are actually running up every day due to our rand-dollar exchange. So I personally am at several stages of fundraising. If anybody can assist us, we'd gladly appreciate it, because we don't want to take a cop off the street. I want to put a cop back on the street.